What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, and welcome back to the channel. So here I have the Tamashii Nations S.H. Figuarts Android number 17, and this is just a continuation of my collection that I have of the S.H. Figuarts, and keeping it within the Android Cell Saga. I just did one on Android 16, and now here it is. I have Android 17, and like I said in my previous video, I do have these guys still in the box just because I don't have enough space to display them, and so until we get into a bigger house, right now I just have them kind of protected into their box. And so as you can see here, this is the original box that came, all the S.H. Figuarts Dragon Ball line. And so here you have Android with all his accessories. On the side there, you got that nice continuation of Android, and on the back here you have Android 17 in all his different poses. And I gotta say, this is a awesome figure, and I mean, we are overdue for like a 2.0, but this dude comes loaded with accessories, which is really nice. And of course, on the side here, you have Android number 17, and there's a picture. So really cool figure. So let's go ahead, open up the box, and check out this figure. Alright guys, so there he is out of the box, and I mean, just look at all the accessories that he comes with. I mean, this is what I love. I love when they just include a bunch of accessories, because it gives you so many options on how you want to display your figure. And so, I mean, just look at all the hands. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sets of hands, and then plus 1 for his pistol there. So he has 1 shooting hand there. And I mean, so just that alone, but then you also have 2 extra facial expressions here. So let me just show you really quick. So here's one where he's just kind of like has a little smirk on him, really nicely done. There's his earrings, really cool. And then of course he's got one right here where a little bit more tense, really nice. I love that. That is really cool. Nice detail on that. And then he also has, so you have his hair. His mold is just kind of like flat, like there's no dynamics into it. And then you have a set where it's just kind of like, it gives it like a flowy effect. So you just put this together, and so there you go. Look at that. So it comes into 2 pieces. Obviously you would put the face plate in between these 2 pieces of hair, but that is really neat. So that is cool. And to go with that effect, so it doesn't look awkward, his scarf here has that same effect too. And look at that, really nice too. It's not just one, it's got like shading of orange and a little bit of red there, so that is really nicely done. And then he so looking at the figure, he does have a pistol belt, right? So there it is. And then of course you have the holster, and then his pistol, which is all one piece. But if you do want to display him holding his handgun here, and here it is, really nicely done too, really nice. If you do, then you could just switch out the holster, and then there's the peg hole, and you could place it so it looks like it's empty, and he's actually holding his pistol here. So that is cool. And then not only that, but if you don't want to use his pistol belt, then there's another belt here that you could use. So it's really nice that they added all these little details for this figure. And then another thing too, of course, this is where they started doing with these androids. I believe that androids is the ones that really debuted the cross arms. And so you would pop the arms off and then put these in, and that will give you the effect that he's crossing in arms. And so Android 18 also does this, and of course Vegeta, Vegito, and then Vegeta does it. And so that's just kind of a new thing that they started doing, but I believe these androids were the first one to do that, so that is really cool. And so looking at this guy, I mean, he is really nicely done. Good detail on the head sculpt, the paint. I love the shading that they did around his scarf. He's got the shirt, and then he's got like a undershirt, long sleeve there. That is really nice. Pistol belt's done really nice. He's got a little tear there on his jeans, and then even the shoes. So I mean, overall, this is a really cool figure. It's a little bit smaller. Obviously, these guys were not that big. The androids, but he does. He does display really well, and then he does pose really nicely too for being an older figure. So really nice. He does got 2 joints there at the knee, which is really nice. He has good movement around the foot there, and then he does have a toe swivels really stiff. And then with the waist, he really gets a good bend, and he could arch his back, which is really nice. Shoulders are really nice too. There is this little piece which is soft plastic, so it won't really hinder you too much if you're moving the shoulder. Good swivel too at the bicep, and then of course he's got that elbow joint there, and then at the wrist. The head's good too. He does have lots of freedom. You can look up, you can look down, side to side. So really nice, really good detail on that. And here's the back side. So I gotta say, I mean, this guy, he is hard to find nowadays. I mean, I looked, and I mean, I think they re-released them online, but like for double the retail price. For double the retail price for what it was going, and now it's just hard to find. And so I feel like Tamashii Nations, like, they need to just go ahead and do a 2.0. I mean, we just had obviously Dragon Ball Super just ended with the Power Tournament, and so Android 17 was in that tournament, and so I believe like they should have a new one. Obviously, he's not gonna have this outfit, he's gonna have his new outfit that he had in that show, but they are due for that, and so I wonder when they're gonna make the nice announcement. But this is a really cool figure. I am really glad to have this in my collection, and I'm glad I picked it up when the Tamashii Nations S.H Figuarts were kind of like just getting really popular, and so like now it's just like every time a new figure comes on order or pre-order, it just really sells out on pre-order really quick. So I'm really glad to have this. And so like I said, as a continuation of this Cell Saga Android action figure review, I will be doing Android 18 next, and then I'll probably just finish it off with Cell. Now I know there's different versions of Cells that came out, but I do have I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I have the anime corrected Cell, but we will check that out together. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have not, and I will talk to you guys later.